Alrighty. We got a hell of a co-main event as well tonight. UFC 230 live at Madison Square Garden Arena in New York City, New York. Hell of an event as UFC makes its third trip to New York City. Derek Lewis challenges Daniel Cormier. I gave my breakdown on the fight, about a 10-minute breakdown and a preview as far as who I believe will win the bout, as well as previewing the bout and some of the expectations for this bout takes place, debunking some of the expectations. Tune into that. Enjoy it. Nibble on that. Take it for what it is. But now I'm going to talk about the co-main event inside the octagon. Chris Weidman versus Jacare Souza. I'm going to keep this quick. This is a very, very important fight for the UFC middleweight division. Very important. And I'm not going to say this is a number one contender fight because I don't believe it is. But I do believe that this is a crossroads fight for Jacare Souza. With a win over Chris Weidman, he's back in the mix. With a loss, he's on the outside looking in. With a win over Jacare Souza, Chris Weidman redeems himself. Chris Weidman is looked at as the Chris Weidman of old, coming off of 2 straight wins of Gastelum versus Jacare. With a loss, he is also on the outside looking in, but not as much as Jacare, because Chris Weidman's a former champ. I feel like with a bounce-back win over another opponent, he'd be right back in square one position. So, nonetheless, this is a short-notice fight as well for Chris Weidman. He was originally slated to take on Luke Rockhold for the second time, and Luke Rockhold was the man that defeated Weidman for his middleweight belt, that took Weidman's middleweight belt from him. And Weidman was really looking to avenge that loss, was really pumped up about avenging that loss. And he gets a complete contrast of opponent in Jacare Souza. Will that hinder Chris Weidman? Will it hurt him or will it help him? Only time will tell. But I have to go with the All-American, Chris Weidman. A little bit of bias here. I have met the man on multiple occasions. Great guy, great New Yorker, and I'd love to see him get a win on his home soil. With a win, I do believe a dominant win. If it is a dominant win, he should be next in line for a title shot. For Pete's sake, he did beat Kelvin Gastelum, who was being gifted a title shot against Robert Whittaker. I'm Ryan Thomas. It was the Thomas Take. Take care.